Welcome to the episode where I now do the back door to match the kitchen cupboards that I just did. Here's an up-close picture of just all the chipping paint because someone before us painted this. So here I am trying to fix that. So there's the cupboards I just painted, and there's the before picture from a different angle. And this is the JB Quick Weld that I used to fill in some of the dents on the door. That's it on the door. And then I don't show you here, but I did sand that down with a really fine sandpaper. And I don't know if that was a good idea. It may have just looked better without using that and just had a few little dents. So after I sanded it down, I swept it up, wiped it down, because cleanliness is next to godliness. And then that's the before. That's like how I prepped to prime it. So here's the primer I used. It's the same primer that I used to paint the cupboards. Nothing fancy. I got my small brushes and my little roller and my paper plate. And then the first step in priming is to go around the outside with the smaller brushes, places where the roller is just not going to get, and in the recessed areas down below. Some doors may not even have those, but that's what I was dealing with. So then I had the brush, the roller brush, and then I finished priming it. This is the paint I used. This is the exact same paint that I used to paint the cupboards. I had some left over, so that is what I used. Step 1, I went with the small brush and went around the edges, just like with the primer, and then I also went into those recessed ridges that are on the bottom. Step 2, I did the bottom vertical strip between the recessed areas. Step 3, I did the horizontal areas marked. Now there is a reason for this madness. If you've ever painted a door, you know you need to have a plan in which the way your brush strokes will go. So step 4, I painted the other vertical areas, which I guess you could have put those vertical areas in with the other one. You could have. And then that concluded the first coat. So this is what I did with the little area, the little trim around the window. I used this high hiding white, and I did about 3 coats. This is after the first coat here. And then it took about 3 coats to hide that red color. And then not everyone will do this, but I did sand the trim around the door. I wiped it down. Yeah, because I had to prep it for this Poly Shades Men Wax. We tried to find one that would match the old cherry wood that's in this house. So this is the closest that I got. That up front is a very fine steel wool. And then I applied mine with this little cheap towel that we have a million of. Even though you are supposed to use a brush or I don't know, what are those foam brushes, I decided to go this route and just wipe it on with my gloves in the direction of the grain of the wood. That is very important. And make sure that you smooth out any drips because you don't want that. So after 1 coat, this is what it looked like. I did do 3 coats total. Just follow the instructions on the stain can. It is like 6 hours in between each coat. And then you're going to sand it with that steel wool and then apply another coat. So this is what it looks like afterwards from this angle. And it just really lightened up the kitchen. So here's a before and after. It just looks really nice and it goes with the cupboards. So remember, if you like this kind of stuff, just like and subscribe because you really don't want to miss how to install a brick backsplash. That's what's up next. Thanks, guys.